Welcome back to the channel. Today we will be building my first 3D printer. Let's get started. One day I was scrolling through Facebook and this ad from Micro Center appeared. I couldn't pass up the offer. I'm a few years behind on uploading videos, but I purchased this 3D printer in February of 2022 and didn't begin assembling it until July of 2022 also. And here we are now. As you'll see in the video, assembly wasn't that complicated. The software I primarily use is Civil 3D from AutoCAD. I have the 2023 version. I also have access to MicroStation, but I haven't attempted to create any models using it. Alright, so here's where I was having difficulty, and apparently this is the wrong way to do it. It needs to be placed in there like this, so I need to take that out. I've done several prints already, and these are some of the issues I've had. A clogged nozzle, mostly because the filament became brittle because of moisture in the house. At that time, my AC was not working correctly, so the humidity level in the home was high and the filament became brittle and would break while printing, and it would clog the nozzle. The print bed will get unlevel, and a few times it will get unlevel while printing. Another issue I had was the filament will not stick to the bed. Corners of the print would lift. I tried the glue stick method, but it didn't always work. Mistakes I've made on my part were I would set the nozzle and bed temp incorrectly based on the filament I was using. Also, I set the nozzle tip too far away from the print bed. So warping was an issue, and I never figured out how to print ABS correctly. So I mostly used PLA. Alright, so I made my adjustments. Well, making sure the assembly was correct. I plugged it in. Let's hear a fan. So I think the next step I gotta do is adjust the bed. So I will do that off camera. I inserted a file. We'll see what happens soon. So I've done a few upgrades since I purchased it. One of the upgrades was a G10 print bed. All I had to do was scuff it with 2000 grit sandpaper and it was ready to go. A heat shield for underneath the print bed so that the temperature can stay consistent. Also, I upgraded the bed springs to some that are more stiff and it has improved a lot. It doesn't get out of level anymore. I 3D printed a spool holder that required a bearing that I took out from a fidget spinner. I recently purchased a Creality silent board for $1. Haven't installed it yet, so I don't know if it works or not, since I got it from a Amazon return auction site. I don't plan on doing any more upgrades unless something breaks. I actually plan on upgrading to a K1 or a Bamboo Lab printer. In the next video, I'll go over some of the things I've created. Thank you for watching. I'll try not to take 3 years to upload another video. Subscribe.
And that's how I do it. That's how I do it. And that's how I do it. And that's how it's done. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. And that's how I do it. And that's how it's done.